Hello, can everybody see me and hear me? Just checking on. Hello, everybody. Can anybody see me yet? Yay! I think you can see me. Yay! 1 minute. 1 minute left. I scared you? Ziggy, I hope I didn't scare you. Okay, good. I'm glad everybody can see me. Yep, yippee! I'm going to give you a little sneak preview. You can log on to the Facebook page, and that's where we're going to give away the prize tomorrow. So we're not giving away the prize tonight on the show or after the show. It makes it fair for people. There's a lot of people who can't do the chat on their laptops or, I don't know, notebooks or, I don't know. So anyways, this last minute's always the worst. Hi everybody, but thank you. Okay, I'm going to start. Oh, glasses off. Hello, I'm Jennifer Snyder from the Flying Unicorns. I'd like to welcome you here to the Ustream live series that we have every Wednesday night, 9 o'clock Eastern Time. We rotate our designers, and next week will be Robbie Herring. I have just a few announcements. The items that I use on the show tonight, if they're available in the Flying Unicorn store, will be 10% off. And I'm going to be giving away the project that I make tonight to somebody, a lucky winner, who we're going to do it a little bit differently. We've been picking names at the end of the show, but this time we want to make it fair for people who can't participate in the chat and people who can't be with us live. It'll give them an opportunity to maybe see the show really quick. So log on to your the Flying Unicorns Facebook page, where you'll tell me just a quick little blip about what your favorite thing in autumn is. What do you love about autumn? What I love about autumn is the colors and the smells and the textures. I live in an area that has a lot of apple orchards and pumpkin farms, a lot of greenery that is now robust with color, and that's kind of my focus of today's project. So let's show you the project. Let me find my project. I know, crazy. I should have had it on my table, but I didn't. Oh well. This is always the hardest part, making sure that the camera's getting the project. But let's zoom it up a little bit. Take this away. Okay, this is my my wreath. It's not a traditional round wreath because I just didn't feel like being traditional this time. It's a grapevine basket. It's a very shallow basket. I don't know if you can see. It's just a very shallow basket, but the grapevines were very appropriate for where I live, and I added a little pumpkin. It's just a cheap little plastic pumpkin, but I like it. I kind of like it. I thought it looked great with the colors. So I'm going to start right in because this project is going to need a little time to dry. You know what? I kind of did the old switcheroo on you. I know. Yes, I hit record. Yes, I hit record, Alda. I know you always panic about that, but I hit record. Anyway, I did the old switcheroo. This is the project that I really wanted to feature. I had another project, another wreath that I worked on. Let's see. The color. I just want to see if I can get a little bit more light over here. but I'm going back to this original. Oh, you can see I've added some beads and sequins and some mica chips, and that's what we're going to work on first. So, oh, let's get moving. Yeah, let's get moving. Okay, I'm taking my soft matte gel. Yeah, Prima has this really great Art Basics. I pulled the soft matte gel, but you can use gloss matte gel. You can use clear gesso. You can use a really good strong glue if you want. This is my choice because it is very easy to work with. I'm slathering it on. I'm just gonna like glob it on, kind of thick. Now, it's white as you apply it, but trust me, it dries clear. And that's why I wanted to get this out of the way, because I'm not sure if even by the end of the show it'll be dry yet. But that's all right. It'll be. I'll bring the completed project out. It'll be like on TV where they have the cake that's already done and they pull it out from the pretend oven. That'll be me. I'll pull out the pretend wreath. Okay, so I've got Primus also has these can you see it? Glass beads and mica flakes, and I'm just gonna pour them on. Just carefree, just pouring. I hope everybody can hear me okay. If you can't, somebody send me a text. My wonderful moderator, Cynthia, is always such a great moderator. We have Buffy. She helps out sometimes. Bitsy. All these, lots of great helpers. Thank you. And thanks everybody for tuning in. Okay, see, willy-nilly, I'm just dumping. Pour. You know, the gel medium is very, I put a lot on, and it's very sticky, so it really will hold the glass beads and the mica flakes quite nicely. So that's, you know, you can't see it that well, but glass beads and mica flakes. I know that Alda has them in the store. So I'm going to move on. Let's see. I'm going to use this pumpkin, this little plastic pumpkin. And I'm going to attach it with some wire. I added wire to my grapevine ahead of time because if you want this wreath to withstand a few years in your storage area, you know, hot glue doesn't last. It's not that durable, and I don't know. In my storage area, things get piled on top of each other, so I just want my decorations to last and stay secure. So I put some wire through it. Trying to find my little wire. It's just cheap little jewelry wire. And before I start wiring, I'm gonna just pull off my leaves. I don't want those, and I don't want the berries. But this little thing came with some pine cones wired on it, and that's what I really liked. I think that's kind of why I bought it, for the pine cones. Okay. I'm going to add a little spray to this pumpkin. I'm using a lot of mists tonight. Just a little bit. And that was antique gold. I think Alda's got these back in the store. And this is tea stain. I'm just giving them a quick shake. And just a little bit of mist. I think I was a little wild with this mist, so I'm going to dab it off. Dab a little bit. I'm going to dry it. I'm leaving this stalk on too because it's it's going to be a great way to secure it to my my grapevine wreath. Hey, well, I know I cut the berries off. Maybe I'll reclaim the berries from the garbage can. But currently they're in the garbage can. Heck, you can keep the berries on. I do love berries though. Okay. So, I'm going to just add him right through my grapevine wreath. That's why I really like wreaths of this kind and that do have room to poke metal and wire through. And I'm just going to bend it in the back. And then I'm going to just quickly wire it down a little bit. Well, I'll just wire it down this way. Oop, the grapevines like to grab at my wire. Okay, there we go. Pretty good, pretty good. I'm happy. Next. Oh, my vines. I'm going to set this aside for a sec. I'm using some Prima vines. Oh, I just dropped my other vine on the floor. Okay, here it is. Prima has these wonderful, wonderful vines. They're the Providence collection. And, gosh, I'm not sure what this one is called. They all have names. Some of them have print on them. Some of them are plains. They've got white ones. They've got these wonderful little, I don't know what you call them, twirly doohickeys. Love them. I'm going to use it for my wreath. And I used a package and a half. And I know that Alda's got some wreaths or some vines in the store. But they're going fast. I just tried to place an order at Prima, and wow, a lot of the flowers were selling out. So we're lucky that Alda still has them. I'm going to move this out of the way. I'm going to give them a little burst of color with Color Bloom Sorbet. Got to fan it out a little bit. Just a little bit. Maybe I'll use some tea stain too. This is Color Bloom tea stain. I think that the chat is working a lot better today. It looks like it is. Looks like you people are all chatting away. Yes, thanks. Thanks, Cynthia. Cynthia, it is paprika. Love it. You know what? These guys need a little more yellow. I know, getting crazy with the color. That is so not like me. But I'm going to give these a quick blast. I think this is a pretty quick project tonight. I can't say that fall and autumn are my favorite season. I do love the colors. I'm an orange person, so, but I'm very sad to see the warm weather go. And so I guess that's why I like the orange, the pops of orange and gold and olive colors to bring warmth back into my home. I live in a place that gets a tad bit cold. I don't want to hear from any of you Florida people, okay? Okay, let's see. I'm going to stick them in. I'm just going to... Oh, you know what I did that I kind of liked? I did use both of these, but I'm going to cut one off because I want a piece to be used at the top up here. But for now, they have these cool little twirly things at the bottom. And usually I don't like my twirly things to show, but this time I really want them to show because I think they add so much interest to this natural looking piece. Okay, I'm gonna just wire it in. Wire this little thing in. If I find that I don't have enough color on my vine, I'm going to go back later and paint some of the leaves with more color bloom if I'm a little dissatisfied. I think on my first prototype vine, I was dissatisfied, so I got a little pop of more color bloom. But I don't know. We'll have to see how it goes. Oh, yeah, South Dakota. Burr, cold. Cold, cold. Those are cold, hardy people that live there because, I'll tell you, New York is cold enough for me. I'm wiring it down here, too. Oh, let's see. My little wire. I'm putting the vines in first. Sometimes I add the vines in as a last thought, but these vines are going to be really the support for me building the rest of the cluster. I don't know. A lot of times I just stick vines in after I'm done, but not this time. This is okay. I think I'm just about done with this crazy wire stuff. I am not a jewelry maker, so this wire in my hands is just like a foreign thing. Okay, there we go. I'm going to pull this up and kind of move it over. I don't know what is going on. I don't know what we're looking at over there. Looking at my Timmy scissors. Let's keep the camera in place there, miss. Oh, yes. The next thing I want to do, and just put it aside, is this cute little garden. It's the new Ingvild Bohm Shabby Chic Treasures. They're metal pieces. I know that Alda did have them in the store. I hope they're still there because they're the most charming little pieces. This is a cute little watering can. I think he's going to go perfectly in my cluster. So I'm going to spray him a little bit with tea stain. And I'll give it a blast. Oops. I like to wash or wipe my mist off if I can first before I dry it. I find that even though this is a non-stick craft mat, it dries on my craft mat, and then I'm, scraping it off. Okay. Then I'm going to give it a little pop of lime wedge, so that it looks like it's kind of mossy. If it were in my yard, it would probably be very mossy from underuse. I'm not quite a very good gardener. I have no plants in my home. They wouldn't last. And the ones that I would have to be kitty friendly because Kitty likes nibbling whatever greens she can get her little teeth on. Okay, we're going to set this guy aside. I just want him to dry a little bit in the air. Okay, now let's see what we've got going here. This is the original. So I'm gonna, oh yes, I know what I'm gonna do now. I'm going to get my dies out. Ahead of time, I cut some Prima dies. What I've been liking to do lately with my Prima dies is kind of just crunch them up. Just kind of like bunch them. Give them some dimension. And when you do that, they're really good fillers for your clusters and for my wreaths. So I don't think I want to add any color, so I'm just going to bunch it. Oh, I've got a lot of mess on the table here. Oh my gosh. Okay, so, oops, that's not a good one. I know if some of you are having trouble, that this is because it's so delicate, it comes a lot of paper pieces get stuck to it. So Delana gave us this nice idea for this crafty tool. It's called the Tool-in-One Spellbinders, and when you rub it on, the paper pieces fall like snow to the ground. So if you're having some problems, you might want to look to the store and see if Elda has any of these Spellbinders Tool-in-Ones. Great. They've got a nice little paper piercer at the end. It's a very handy tool. I didn't need it because I just kind of, on this particular one, I just kind of cracked it on the end of the table and the paper pieces fell off nicely. I think I found the trick. I found that a hand-cranked die machine worked really nice. I thought it was the best for these. And I found that out on accident because my electronic machine died on me as I was prepping for the show. So I called Alda right away and I was like darn near crying. Alda said, oh, you better run out to the store and get yourself a hand crank for a fill-in. But fortunately, I had a friend, my good old friend, who had her hand crank available, and so I was very fortunate. And I found that the hand crank cut these amazingly. So, just something to think about. You know, I have another little tip. I took the vines out of this, the packaging, and I've been keeping my packaging now because it's the perfect size for tags for my Julie Nutting dolls. Voila! I've got the tag just about done. It's perfect. So I've been stashing them aside. It's black. It might be a great thing for a Halloween tag. I know a lot of people keep the packaging. So that one seems to be perfect size. My next layer are these Bethany burlap pieces. They're flowers, but they're burlap. Oops. Let's move it over. See, they're really nice. Adds nice texture, and the color's perfect. So I'm going to grab a couple of these, and I'm going to ink up the edge. You know what? I just need to close my gel medium for a sec here. Just be a little chat amongst yourselves while I close my gel medium. I do not want that getting hard. Okay, I'm back. So I'm just gonna lightly ink up some of the edges. I'm going to fold these. I'm bunching these too. I'll do 3 of them. I don't know if I'll use 3, but actually, I'm using this. This is dark bark. I don't know if anybody has noticed the teal inkers, chalk edgers. These are the originals, and they're water reactive. Just kind of like the Tim Holtz Distress inks are water reactive. If I were to paint with these or add some water to them, they would act like a watercolor. Prima has some other new ones. These are the Resist Chalk Edgers. It's got a gray handle, and they are not water reactive. They're more, they're not permanent, but they don't act like a watercolor. They're not going to do anything. They're not going to react to water. So I just thought I would add that in case you were wondering what the difference was. So now I'm going to add my flowers. I'm bunching them. I'm folding them in half. And you know, I'm just going to tuck them in at the bottom. Oh, let's see. I'm looking for my, I found it. my wood skewer, my barbecue skewer. I use it to, I'm going to kind of see if I can push it into the grapevine wreath. Nah, he doesn't want to go in. Yeah, that's all right. I've got my wire. I'm going to wire it in too. Let's stick another one in. How's the chat going? Nobody's having problems with the chat tonight? That is wonderful. It looks like it's behaving itself. Alda, did you call in the big boys? Have a little chat about the chat? Did you have to do that? Because I know you were fixing to have a little conversation last week. Because it was really annoying. Okay, you know what? This guy's got it. Okay, there. I just kind of want it to hang off the bottom a little bit. I don't even think I need to wire it in. Yeah, I've got this spare piece of wire flopping around over here, so I'm just gonna take it and wire it in between my flowers. It'll hold them nice and secure, and actually it'll kind of help them stand up a little bit too. So bear with me while I do a little more grapevine wiring. See, this is just a real quick. Well, this is not quick, I'll tell you that much. What the heck? What the heck? Ah, there it is. There she goes. There she goes. Okay, great. Now my guy doesn't want to stay in there. Okay, we're going to deal with him later, because he's just like... Ay, ay, ay. Okay. Well, I'm going to let him just be. He's just going to have to be. Let's put in the major flower of the night. Where are you? Oh, sorry. Oh my gosh, sorry. It fell on the floor and then my head hit the camera and chaos. Okay, this is my main flower. No. Okay, this is my main flower. You know what? And I don't know the name of it. That is so bad. Honestly. Cynthia, do you know what the name of it was? My package didn't have a name. Oh, I'm sorry. It's a beautiful Prima flower. And I'm just going to glue it on. Glue it right over. I'm really slathering on the glue. I'm using Beacon's 3-in-1. No, we're not going to have a conversation about glue, but I just thought I'd mention to you what I'm using. Seems like every week I start getting into what glue we're using, and everybody has their favorites, so we'll just let everybody do their thing. Beacons does hold nicely. I don't know if Arlene's would hold, but Beacons holds wonderfully on this. So let's get some of this other stuff out of here. Now I think I'm going to add my doily again at the bottom. Crunch, bunch, and glue. That's the technique today that I'm showing you. The crunch, bunch, and glue. I know, I'm sorry. I didn't know the name of the flower. I took it out of the packaging. Oh, I'm not doing a very good job at bunching. Crunching and bunching. And now, okay, that's good. That's what I'm looking for. Of course, I have a lot of beacons on my finger, so I got to take a little commercial break and do some wiping. The slathering of the beacons causes quite a little mess sometimes. You know, I sat next to Alda at a nice little girl getaway, a scrappy girl getaway, for a couple of years. I was very honored and privileged. And Alda immediately passed out little goodie bags. And her goodie was some alcohol, like, you know, I don't know, hand sanitizer. And that is Alda's little trick that she loves to have when she's scrapping. Okay, I'm gonna glue this at the top right now. I think I'm gonna just stick it in there. Get some glue. I'm not wiring him because you've seen me wrestling with the wire. It don't want to stick for me. So yeah, I'm gonna bypass that. I'll wire it down after. You guys don't want to see me wrestling. That's not pretty. So I'm just gonna stick that. I know you can't see it, but there, you can see it a little better. There you go. You know, ooh, I'm gonna make this little thing stick up. Okay, great. Great. Love it. You know, I don't hang any of my pieces. I don't really hang anything. I have no wall decorations. But I don't hang any of my artwork. It usually goes in a box someplace. But I did hang my wreath, and I have to say that I really love it. In fact, I took it off the wall for the show tonight. My husband said, "Hey, where's the wreath?" So he noticed it too. Okay, my next step are the Prima leaves. I love them. I just love the Prima leaves. You know, they make good tuck-in fillers. You can, I don't know, use them for clustering. They're just so much fun. And once again, this tool actually was really good for paper piercing some of the little pieces that get stuck. But guess what? You know what? I saw on Facebook a wonderful layout, and she hadn't removed any of her paper piercings. And I thought, wow, it was so pretty. Such a cool little twist on, you know, what somebody finds to be an irritating problem. She worked with it, and she made it her own, and I applaud her for that. I loved it. So I'm going to take the lime wedge, and I'm going to give these little, I better move my wreath. Give these guys a blast. And, you know, the color blooms are a great value. The price is great, but you get double the money because once you've used it up, you can refill it with water. And it has so much pigment in it that if you refill it, it will give you a whole nother use, a whole bottle more use. I don't know. I didn't articulate that very well, but I think you know what I mean. Sometimes I am not the queen of articulation. I'm just thrilled that Alda gives me a chance on Ustream, even with my inarticulation. So, I'm going to blast these with my heat gun. Another reason why I like misting my very delicate leaf dyes. Uh-oh, my kitty wants to come on my lap. Nope, sorry, kitty. Is because when you add a liquid to your paper and then heat it dry, it seems to make the paper more stiff and more durable. And I think that's a bonus when you're using such delicate dyes. I know you can barely see them, but they are so pretty. You know, okay, this view right here looks just like it's metallic. That is one of the properties of this lime wedge. It's got a really nice, it's called sultry shimmer. I don't think you can read that, but it's called sultry shimmer. And yes, it does have a sultry shimmer to it. They're really beautiful. So if you're shy about using these color blooms, don't be shy. Give them a whirl. A lot of fun. Okay. Let's do, you know what? I don't know what I want. I've got this flower. I think I decided I'm going to use this flower. This is it's a big white flower. It's called a Charlotte, and it's 571450. 571450. I don't know if she has this in the store. It's from 2013, so it's a little older, but I was looking at it in my stash, and I decided this is what I want. So, sorry, Alda, I pulled, ooh, and I'm really gonna miss this guy. Little crazy with the mist. Little crazy, but I want it to be a little brown and golden at the same time. There. I think I achieved what I'm looking for. Clean this mess up. Thanks everybody for stopping in. Oh my gosh, I just like misted my whole keyboard. Oh well. Ah. Good thing it's mine and not my husband's. I think, who did that? Delana did that, I think. So let's give this a little pop. Oh well. Mist is meant to go every place, I guess, when you're a crafter. You've got to embrace your misty side. I'm gonna just heat this. It'll stiffen up the flower too. Okay, great. Love it. Love it. And I'm gonna pop him right in the back. Slather on the glue. Whoops. Pop him right back there. He's going to kind of rest against my pumpkin. You won't see him much, but just enough. Just enough to know he's there. And to make the cluster fill out a little bit. Okay, now I'm tucking in the flowers. Or tucking in the leaves. Sorry. You know what? I can't even tell you how much I love these leaves. I can't tell you enough. Sticking them in. Yeah, I'll do a little bit one that way. Ooh, you know what? I feel like I'm neglecting this poor guy up here. What do I want to do? What do I want to do? Okay, I know. I'm going to put some flowers up there too. These ones, these are Camille Songbirds. I've got some Divines here too that I'm going to use. Maybe. I don't know. Depends on what I feel like. I'm going to stick a couple up here. Maybe yeah, keep on going. Keep on moving. Yikes, yikes. I'll put another, what did I do over here? Let's see. I'll put a bunch in there. Let's see, I'm thinking yeah, I'm gonna just keep on going. Sorry, I was looking for another vine, but I think I'm good. my Pretty Little Leaves will add some filler. I'm going to stick a bow in there later that will also help support some of this right here. It looks like right now it's kind of just free floating, but it'll be quite nicely supported. Let's see. I'm going to do the old scrunch and bunch and glue again with my doily, with the Prima doily. Oh, I just want to remind everybody that I'm going to be giving away, if you're interested in having this hang on your wall or give it a gift, give it as a gift or whatever. I don't really care what you do with it, but if you are interested in having this sent to your home, we're not going to give it away like we have been doing after the show's over. We're going to give it away via Facebook. So I want you to log on to the Flying Unicorns Facebook page, and I want you to tell me what your favorite thing is about autumn. That's all. Just log on, and you have until 6 o'clock tomorrow night, 6 Eastern time, and we'll pick a winner from all your nice answers. So that's, I think, how we're going to do it. It gives everybody a nice chance. If, there's so many people that can't tune in live. If they're, overseas. If they're working. If they're tired. If they're sick. If they're just not interested right now. But it gives everybody a nice chance. Okay. I'm going to take this adorable little watering can. Once again, he came from the Shabby Chic. These are Shabby Chic Treasure, and they're called Garden. They're new metals. And I know that Alda did have them in the store, but they are so darling. I just love her metals and her resins. I'm going to stick that, just glue it right in here. Just tuck it in. Just a little, I want it to show, but I don't want it to be a focal point. So I don't know if you can. There you go. So cute. Love it, love it, love it. You can see that my goop, my gel medium is starting to dry a little bit, but we're not there yet. I'm going to take, okay. I have to tell you my little story about my pine cones. One day, must have been like last October, these are the cutest little baby pine cones ever. I kind of tricked my husband, I hate to say. It was a Sunday afternoon, it was beautiful out, and I said, hey babe, hey, how about we go take a walk in the park? We have a beautiful park near us. And he said, oh, that sounds like a great idea. So I grab a bag from my closet. I kind of hide it behind my back. We get to the car, we get to the park, and we hop out. And he looks at me and he's like, what are you doing with the bag? I thought we were taking a walk. Well, I don't do much that doesn't have an ulterior scrapping motive, okay? So the poor guy got stuck picking pine cones with me. But it's all, it's all for me. They're beautiful. I love them. So, anyways, I tricked my husband. But we had a good time. I had a good time. So, sometimes you have to be tricky like that. I know there's people that are tricky like that with their families. They buy stuff and they have to sneak it into the home. Well, I just have to sneak bags into the car. That's all right. I'm just gonna, don't like that there. Don't like it there. There. These are just gonna last minute tuck in stuff. Okay. It's coming along nicely. I also have these cinnamon sticks. I'm going to move these aside for a sec. Let's clean off the table. Swipe it aside. Okay. I was in one of the big stores and after Christmas last year, and I found a big, giant-sized box of cinnamon sticks. I thought, oh, how crafty is that? They're like, I don't know, $3, and I got maybe 100. Okay, but they've been sitting on in my closet for a long time now, so I really need to start utilizing my cinnamon sticks. Cinnamon sticks, to me, are such a fall item, at least where I live. You know, the apple pie. You go to a pumpkin farm, a pumpkin patch, and they've got apple cider, and they've got cinnamon simmering in one of those, I don't know, warming things. I don't know what they're called, but you go in and the fragrance of cinnamon is just so abundant and so beautiful. Well, that's why I tucked my cinnamon sticks in. Plus, I have to use them up. Okay? So, that's my story. I'm just going to stick it in here. Whoops. Stick it in there. Yeah, we'll do another one over here. Okay. Oh, I love it. Love it, love it, love it. This guy's falling down a little bit. There we go. Now what? Now what am I going to do? I'm going to add a few more leaves. I've got some metals, a bow, and then bam, we're done. I'm going to get you to bed by 10. Before 10. Before 10. I pledge to you. Before 10 o'clock. I'm going to add a couple more of these flowers. You know, this is... You can make a wreath for spring. You can make a Christmas wreath. The wreath of building is just so versatile. Give it as a gift. Beautiful. People will think you spent hours on it, days on it. KKK. We're doing good. I've got a couple of really beautiful, I love them, the adornments from Alda's store. The Flying Unicorns adornments, she's got the most gorgeous adornments. I know that Delana discussed them last week too, but she's got so many varieties, and I don't even need to do anything with them. I like them in kind of, I don't know, a weathered look. That's what they kind of have. And I'm just going to keep it like that. And I'm tucking it in. Tuck it here and there. Thanks again. I want to just thank you so much for coming out and showing support. Whoops. To me, I think that's so kind of you. And to the Flying Unicorns. I think sometimes the chat is where it's at. The chat is just a heck of a lot of fun. You guys can watch this after, but the chat is just so much fun. Oh gosh, I think it's just coming along beautifully. I think we're just about done. I don't think butterflies are particularly fall-like, but I like it. Maybe I'll just wait. I'll see. Okay, it's bow time. Bow time, bow time. I have... Oh, you know what? I really did want to add... Nah, we're good. We're moving on. I'm done. I'm going to add this bow. Alda's got a wonderful selection of bows, too. This one, I don't know. I don't even know what you'd call it. It's got some fibers through it. Do not read out loud. Whoops! Sorry. I'm sorry, I just have to read a text message, but Alda told me not to read it loud. And what do? I start reading it out loud. Oh my gosh. Yes. Alda, the answer is yes. I sure will. But let me not get distracted because I'm so easily distracted. I'm going to take this bow. It's not even going to be a bow. Well, I like to use my wood skewer to stick it in. Yeah, let's make a bow. Do I make a bow? Do I not make a bow? Oh my god. Nah, see, that's the problem. I'm just going to stick it in. Glue and tuck. Once again, glue and tuck. And hope it works. But I'm just going to kind of stick it in there. Like that. Okay, while I'm fiddling with this wood skewer and oh, wrestling with it. Lots of wrestling with this project tonight. I'm going to discuss something that is near and dear to the unicorn's heart. For the last, I believe 3 years or so, the Flying Unicorns does a beautiful charitable event for the entire month of November. It's called Flying Unicorns Gives Back, and it's our way of reaching out to the community and just giving a little bit something back. We've picked numerous charities. Every year it seems to be a different charity. We like to kind of mix it up so that our love can go to numerous places. This year it's it's a cancer cure for children. I can't remember the name. I'm sorry. I do apologize. I know that there'll be more information forthcoming, but I just want you to be aware that November is our month of giving, and I hope you just keep your eye out for information as it comes down the pike. It's actually, we have a ball in the month of November too. There's giveaways. There's secret auctions, fun stuff, lots of fun stuff. And okay, so I'm done. I'm frankly just babbling now, okay? But I'm babbling about important stuff. Okay, there. I just wanted that to stand out. Let's just put a couple more of these guys in there. Now I'm just kind of like decorating. I like him. I'm going to put him there. And then I'm done. Done, done, done. Done, done, done. And I know, once again, it didn't dry, but I'm going to pull the old swapperoo and show you. There you go, bam. This is what it should look like when it's dry. So let me flip the camera around one more time so you get me. Ah, there I am. Let's review a few things before I send you on your way off to bed or off to work or whatever you're doing. Flying Unicorns, keep your eye open. The month of November, Flying Unicorns Gives Back, and we'll have a lot of information. It's a wonderful way that the unicorns reach out to the community, and you help as well. You're a big part of it. Everything that I showed you that's available in the store is 10% off. You hit the Ustream button in the store. It'll take you to all of the sales. Robbie is next week. Oh, and the prize. If anybody would like a chance at this odd-shaped wreath, unique-shaped wreath, let's say unique, go to the Facebook page, tell me what you love about autumn, and we'll be pulling names tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. So I just want to thank everybody for stopping in. I'm sorry I didn't shout out on the chat tonight because there's a lot of people who are watching who aren't on chat, and I appreciate all of you. So I do appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for watching. Have a good night.